Hello everyone and welcome to Era Military Collectibles. So I'm covering 3 books that I picked up on my excursion to England. They're for the Stoneleigh Military Fair. Now these books, obviously they're reference books. So what are we looking for in reference books? You're looking for basically information as a reference book. Now all books can be classified as a reference book, but these are specifically reference books. So as you can see, we have British Army cap badges, or cap badges of the British Army 1939 to 1945, and then you have British Army cap badges of the Second World War. So why did you get 2 books covering the same subject? Because not everyone has the same perspective. As you can see, this is the author of these, and this is the author of these 2 books, which is a series, First World War, Second World War. Not everybody has the same perspective. Not everybody will put in the same information in the books. There might be a piece of information about, shall we say, Second World War Regiment, the Irish Guards in this one, that wouldn't be in this one. And vice versa, there could be a piece of information in this one that isn't in this one. So you always need to double check and have multiple sources of information and references. So as you can see, British Army cap badges of 1939 to 1945. First World War and Second World War. Now I'm just going to show you the First World War one because it's a very, very interesting way to have it done up. So if I show you the Second World War one first of all. So basically you go through corps. So you have artillery, infantry, cavalry, infantry, artillery, yeomanry, TA, things like that. And it basically shows you the cap badge. So here you have 9 Queens Royal Lancers, a small bit of a paragraph of the history of the regiment, and so on and so forth. It covers corps as well, and things like that. Now the one thing that this book does not seem to cover is it doesn't cover specialised units like the LRDG, Special Forces, SRS, or sorry, SAS, SBS, things like that. In that sense it doesn't cover those. It just covers specific military regiments, I would say, regular Green Army regiments compared to the Special Forces stuff. Now the book on the First World War one, it's completely done out different. So you have the cap badge, you have a paragraph, and you also have how they were worn in relation to that. So there's an Irish regiment, the Royal Irish Regiment. Royal Irish Regiment was originally raised in Ireland, part of the Oliver Cromwell's independent garrison. Royal title, William III, so on and so forth, was disbanded in 1922, formation of the Irish Free State. So there you go. So that's the way this one goes. And if I show you the World War II version of it, now this one does obviously cover LRDG and paras and stuff like that. So there you go. Right, we'll open it right on the page. LRDG, the cap edge. Now this one actually tells you a small bit of how original should look, and copies that are out there and stuff like that at the minute. So there you have the Royal Ulster Rifles, which obviously, which also can be mistaken as the Royal Irish. So you need to just have these reference books. But this is a very, very good book. I do like these books. Another Irish regiment, 8 Queen's Royal Irish Hussars, or sorry, King's Royal Irish Hussars, so on and so forth. Lovat Scouts. So that'll be cavalry regiments. There you have Commando. So this one does cover the Commando roles, whereas the other book didn't. Now there's an interesting little picture for you. That is the Irish regiment. Well, some of the Irish regiments. There's one missing, I believe. Royal Irish Rifles. Yes, the cavalry regiments are missing. South Irish Horse is missing, and stuff like that. So there's your Irish regiments. So that's the Royal Irish Regiment, Munster Fusiliers, Connacht Rangers, the Leinster Regiment, Dublin Fusiliers. They were disbanded at the formation of the foundation of the Irish Free State in 1922. So there you go. And then at the start of this one, then it just gives you a little. Where are we going? Yeah, so it just gives you a little paragraph and chapter on cap badges and how they should be worn on the caps and stuff like that. So there you go. So I hope you like what we provide here at Era Military Collectibles. Please like, please subscribe, and please tune in for the next video. And as always, if you want to get in contact with the channel, there's an email at the top of the video description.